Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I will not be addressing this august House on the merits of the matter because the matter is sub judice now, not just because before one High Court, which is Peshawar High Court, but also two other High Courts. It was taken up before the Sindh High Court and the Lahore High Court earlier today. And I would first deal with the Peshawar High Court's decision and then take this House through what happened in Lahore and in Karachi in the Sindh High Court today. Mr. Speaker, the matter before Peshawar High Court, as the learned member has rightly pointed out, related to the seats, which reserved seats for women. The 8 returned candidates which were notified by the Election Commission were pleaded as respondents in that petition. It was only those 8 reserved seats for women, the returned candidates on those seats for women which were pleaded as respondents, and the Peshawar High Court has granted an injunction and restrained an oath to be administered to them, and as I understand, that oath has not been administered today.
जी ये सही है कि केपी का कोई मेंबर
So this is in conform or is in accordance with the order of the Peshawar High Court.
मगर अटॉर्नी जनरल साहब हमारे पास ना कोर्ट का आया और ना इलेक्शन कमीशन का सेक्रेटेरिएट तक आया.
Sir, if I may, sir, as far as the order of the Peshawar High Court is concerned, that order was announced, and as I understand, those 8 returned candidates have not been given oath. If they have not been given oath by you, then, in my opinion, there is no contempt. But as far as the other 2 matters are concerned, I believe my learned friend is perhaps aware of them. The Lahore High Court has not granted an injunction. It has issued notices to all parties for 13th, I believe, which is next Wednesday, when the matter will be taken up. Now, if the members who have been administered oath today belong to the province of Punjab, then surely my learned friend would agree that the territorial jurisdiction of Peshawar High Court would not extend to province of Punjab, or to that extent members who have been declared returned candidates for the seats allocated to Punjab. Under clause 3 of Article 51, Mr. Speaker, the reserved seats for women are allocated to each of the provinces. So the total 60 seats to the reserve for women are allocated to each of the provinces, and the percentage share of each political party is worked out on the basis of general seats which they win from each of the provinces, and that is how the seats are then distributed. So therefore, as far as the Peshawar High Court's decision is concerned, it surely applies to the reserved seats which are allocated to the province of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, but it cannot apply under the constitution to other provinces because, as I said, the reserved seats for women are allocated or allocatable to each of the provinces, separately. Now, the other matter, Mr. Speaker, relates to the seats reserved for non-Muslims. I have gone through the petition, the memo of parties of the petition. I have not seen any non-Muslim being pleaded in that petition. My understanding is that the candidates, or at least the contesting candidates, if there were any at that time, none of them belonged to province of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, because if there was, it was so, I am assuming they would have come forward and had become a party to that petition. So as far as the legal position stands, in my opinion, Mr. Speaker, the order of Peshawar High Court would surely apply to those 8 reserved seats for women, and they cannot be administered oath till such time the Peshawar High Court either withdraws that injunctive order or decides or rejects the petition. But the oaths administered today, if they are confined to members who have been declared as returned candidates for reserved seats for women from province of Punjab, or the reserved seats for non-Muslims, and the candidates, of course, the reserved seats for non-Muslims are allocatable to the entire country, but if none of them, the candidates who claim that they should have been given that reserved seat is before the Peshawar High Court, in that case, the injunctive order would not apply to the reserved seats for non-Muslims either, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.